Item Number SCP-1012. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. The Foundation has implemented protocols to cancel or to reduce the risk of generation of 3 of the 5 constituent sound tones that comprise SCP-1012. Frequency B and Frequency D. Frequencies B' and D' are, respectively, the antiphases of frequencies B and D. These antiphase frequencies cancel frequencies B and D respectively within the range of the broadcast. The Foundation operates sound detection and active noise cancellation broadcast devices in 36 locations worldwide, which continually monitor for frequencies B and D and, when appropriate, broadcast cancellation signals at frequency B' or D'. Additionally, the Foundation has arranged for most of the world's electroacoustic transducers to monitor for frequencies B and D, and when necessary, broadcast frequencies B' or D'. This has been achieved through a combination of inserting design changes into the engineering specifications of most commonly manufactured electroacoustic transducers manufactured since 1988, inserting frequency B', D', or both into the transmission of broadcast media and the encoding of recorded media, including inserting design changes into the engineering specifications of recording appliances so that frequency B', D', or both are automatically encoded, and by manipulating the supply frequencies of commercially transmitted and distributed electric power so as to cause sound equipment and other electric appliances to be capable of sympathetically generating frequency B' or D'. Under normal circumstances, frequencies B' and D' are each substantially higher than the upper frequency limit for mammalian hearing and are therefore inaudible to humans, as well as other animals with a greater range of hearing, such as dogs. However, it has been reported that some humans exposed to strong broadcasts of frequency D' experience tinnitus. Under certain atmospheric and geological conditions, such as those prevailing in Taos, New Mexico, and Bristol, UK, the broadcast of frequencies B' or D' may be audible. Additionally, certain models of fluorescent lighting tubes and cathode ray tube televisions emit audible tones in sympathetic resonance with frequency B' or D'. Frequency C. In the wild, most instances of the generation of frequency C had consisted of the whale song of Balænoptera svalbardi, the Svalbard whale. Through Foundation efforts, Balænoptera svalbardi became extinct in 1982, thereby decreasing the likelihood that the tone would inadvertently be generated in a location near the generation of other constituent tones. All documentation that specifies the constituent sound tones of SCP-1012 is to be kept strictly confidential. Description: SCP-1012 is a chord consisting of 5 sound tones, designated frequencies A, B, C, D, and E. The tones of SCP-1012 are: frequency A, 415.305 Hz, within range of human hearing, slightly higher than G-sharp. Frequency B, kHz, ultrasonic. Frequency C, Hz, infrasonic, lower than the range of human hearing but observable at higher intensities in the form of vibrations. Frequency D, kHz, ultrasonic. Frequency E, Hz, within range of human hearing, but rarely used in the chromatic musical scale. The generation of one or more, but less than all of the constituent tones of SCP-1012 does not result in anomalous effects. The simultaneous generation of all 5 tones of SCP-1012 for a duration exceeding a few seconds affects the resonance of certain subharmonic particles within range, causing them to disintegrate into their constituent elementary particles. The described result is predicted according to the cosmological model set forth in Foundation Document 8001.2552.KT.1012. Laboratory testing of the model is prohibited. Computer modeling predicts that a generation of SCP-1012 within close proximity of a mass, such as an astronomical body, is likely to result in an uncontrollable chain reaction resulting in the disintegration of virtually all matter comprising the mass. According to the model, once such a chain reaction is initiated, it will continue to progress whether or not the tones of SCP-1012 are continuing to be generated until all available mass is affected, i.e., a CK class scenario. Proposals to use SCP-1012 or a modified version as a defense mechanism against hostile extraterrestrial threats, including SCP-1548 and SCP-2838, have been rejected due to the potential disastrous side effects of SCP-1012 testing. End of article. You are now cleared to work with the item in whatever capacity you have been cleared for. If you have accessed this article without the appropriate clearance or need, you are expected to contact Site Command for the appropriate amnestic treatment. Failure to do so may result in corrective action up to and including termination. If you are not yet subscribed to the SCP file feed, consider doing so to improve your ready SCP knowledge. Click the like and comment to add thoughts and quality reports, as well as the bell to know when a new report has been completed. Remember, these files could save your life or the lives of your fellow Foundation members. For more information at your clearance level, view another video, or access the full playlist. Thank you for your sacrifice. Good day.